Let's get to a CNBC-TV18 exclusive. Food inflation, that's been a matter of concern globally, and that's the word coming in from the outgoing Consumer Affairs Secretary Rohit Kumar Singh. Our colleague Timsy Jaipuria spoke to him and began by asking him about how he saw inflation trending, especially after the RBI recently made a statement on how inflation would be high on the government's watch list.
Inflation is something to watch, and globally food inflation has been a matter of concern. But I can say with a lot of sincerity that India has been able to manage its food inflation really well when it compares to other geographies. So how does it all work? So I think it starts with very proactive monitoring and then taking policy decisions quickly. I think in commodities, timing is the key, and our governance framework from the Interministerial Committee of Secretaries to the Committee of Secretaries headed by the Cabinet Secretary to the group of ministers headed by Honorable Home Ministers. This works in tandem and it works very fast, because you have to realize that prices of commodities, have two dimensions. One is we have to support the farmer. The other is we have to make sure that the consumer is able to get goods both in an affordable way, and they have to be available. So availability and affordability are two key paradigms on which we work. And I think by taking decisions proactively through this governance framework, we have been able to manage it fine.
When it comes to onion exports, after the ban, the exporters are not happy, farmers are unhappy in the country. We saw a lot of rage, we saw a lot of protest. Where are we? How would the government like to soothe the nerves of onion exporters?
So I want to challenge that hypothesis. I don't think farmers are unhappy. It is a segment of the trade which was, the prices in India FOB were like $340, but in overseas markets like Bangladesh, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, they were at about $1,000. So a segment of the trade obviously wanted to make that killing, which we have prevented, because for us domestic supplies are very important, because if you let the stuff go out, then the availability in the domestic market suffers. So I don't know whether you keep track, but onion prices in retail, all India retail, we check it every day. We have not let it go beyond 30-35 rupees. So it is only possible because of the policy interventions like ban of export and other stuff, so that for the domestic consumers, the availability and affordability is ensured, which for any government, any benevolent government, is a top priority.
So 30 rupees per kg is something that the government feels is convenient pricing in retail market, and farmers are still making a...
Right. And the other thing which government has done this year, government has announced that we will be buying 5 lakh tons for the government buffer now. So it will start maybe in 15-20 days from now, when the moisture level of the onion which comes from the farm goes down, so it's dried up. So by ensuring that 5 lakh tons will be bought through NAFED and NCCF from the domestic farmer, it gives further comfort level to the farmer that any kind of crisis in terms of prices crashing will not happen. So I think these two efforts, as I said in the first question, we have to balance the interest of the farmer as well as of the consumer, and I think we have been able to do it successfully.